Hello viewers, you're welcome to Inky Culture's channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make a halter neck circular top that has a stand collar. So in this type of video, the material I will use for this tutorial is a chiffon material. It's a very light material, and I'm going to fold into four. I'm utilizing a 360-degree circular pattern to cut out this type of top. So the measurements needed is the neck circumference, the armhole circumference, the top and blouse length. The neck circumference is 14 inches, while the armhole length is 7 inches, and the top or blouse length is 23 inches. So I'm going to use a small brown paper to show you how to fold 360-degree flare. So this small brown paper will be, assuming it is your 2 yards you want to use, or you want to use 3 yards to cut out this type of top. You are going to fold into two, like so. The first folding, that's the first folding. Then you fold again into four, which is the second folding. So you are going to utilize the edge that does not have slit. Out of all the four edges, the edge that does not have slit is where you will input your measurement, your circumference. So, and this is the edge. So the edge I'm touching right now is the edge that does not have slit. It's because of the nature of the material. That's why I cannot fold the fabric and let you see it, because to waste my time. So I'm using the 14 inches neck circumference as my measurement, the circumference that I'm using for this circular pattern. So I'll multiply the circumference by 2, which will give me 28, and add 2 inches, and that will give me 30 inches altogether. The reason why I'm doubling the neck circumference is because I'll need to gather it. I'll need to gather it a little. So you can make the neck circumference to be more than this, depending on what you want. So I want to use my formula to calculate the 30 inches out to know my radius. So the radius will be calculated using circumference equals to pi r. As we all know, that's the standard formula. So the 30 inches will now be equal to 2 times 3.142 times r. And as you can see, 30 equals 6.28 multiplied by r. So our r is 4.8. That's our radius. So I'm using 4.8 to cut out that 30 inches circumference. So I'm going to put it in a better place to be able for comfortability. So I'll spread it to the other side to be able to measure comfortably. So doing that, I'll take my measurement. 4.8 is almost approximately 5 inches. So I'm measuring 5 inches round like that. I'll measure 5 inches round like that. Since I'm gathering it, there's no problem. So the next thing to do is, from that measurement, I think you can see that faintly. From that measurement, I will take the blouse length. The blouse length is 23 inches. I'll add 1 inch to it, which will give me 24 inches. The reason why I'm adding 1 inch to it is that I will use half inch for joining it to the stand collar and for hemming the hem line. So 24 inches will be measured all round. So I'm measuring 24 inches all round, like so. So if you haven't watched my video on how to draft different types of circular pattern, so I implore you to do that. The link will be attached to the description box, so you can learn how to draft different degrees of circular pattern in this my video. It's very loaded. So from there, we have measured all this. So the next thing to do is to come again. I can retrace the circumference again, trace it out. Because of the nature of the material, you must be very careful, because the material is a light material. So I'll cut out right now, cut out from the circumference. I'll cut it out like so. So after cutting that out, I'll cut out the whole blouse from the hem line. So the cutting will be done like so. So from there we have our blouse. So the next thing to do is to spread it up, then go ahead and notch all the edges. So I will notch right away. We folded it into 4. So as I'm notching 2 edges together like so. So I will notch like you are seeing it. I'll just notch. So I'm going to spread it on the table to know where to make my center front and center back, and also my armhole. So from the next circumference now, I'm going to use this side for my armhole. So the armhole length I'm using is 7 inches. So what you are going to use, the armhole length is gotten from the armhole circumference. If your armhole circumference is like 18 inches, then you will divide by 2, which will give you 9 inches. So you will measure 9. Then you slit to 9, straight like that. But for the sake of the person I'm sewing this for, the person is using armhole 14 inches. That's why I divide by 2, then I have 7 inches. So what I have on my fabric is well represented on this small brown pattern paper. As you can see, this is the armhole that has been slitted out. On this brown pattern paper, you can see I indicated the 2 armholes facing each other, and the center back and center front also facing each other. So exactly what is here is on the fabric, so that there won't be a confusion. So right now I'm going to go ahead and use this side I'm touching for my center back. So I will need to slit the center back so that the blouse will be easy to wear. So I'll go ahead and do that. So I'll first of all take the measurement of the slit of the center back. So I'll go ahead and measure. Before I do the cutting, I'll measure the center back slit. Then I want to use 4 inches for the center back slit. You can use more than 4 inches, you can use 5, you can use 6, you can use 7. It depends on you. It depends on how low you want it to be. I may decide to make it lower. So you slit it up like so. Then you can see how I folded. The way I folded the brown paper is the way the fabric is on the table. As you can see, this is the center back, the armhole, and also the center front is well indicated there. So right now I would like to go and gather the neck circumference to the measurement of the neck circumference, and also I will also secure the center back slit and the armhole slit with a bias tape. But before I do that, I would like to go on a short break right now. I'll be back in a minute.
Do you desire to be a professional fashion designer in just few weeks? Then what are you waiting for? Enroll at Yankee Couture Academy today. Our online, offline, and physical trainings are open in the following classes: advanced class for 4 weeks, intermediary class 8 weeks, and beginner class for 20 weeks. For inquiries, please call 0805 7944477 or 0903 218 4192. You can equally connect to us on our various social media platforms at Yankee Couture. Yankee Couture, home of dressmaking techniques.
You are welcome back. So the next thing to do is to get my bias tape and secure all the slits, the center back, and also the armhole. So the tape measure will be used to do that right now. Then I will go ahead there and cut out my belt. You cut a straight piece for the belt. So I cut a straight piece for the belt. You can make it as wide as you want it. The length is 64 inches and the width is 3.5 inches on fold. So for the neck stand collar, it's also a straight piece. You are going to use the neck circumference, which is 14 inches on in the case of this person. So the 14 inches is measured out for the length, and the width is 2.5 inches plus half inch sewing allowance on fold. On fold, the width is 2.5 inches plus half inch sewing allowance, making 3 inches. So that's the stand collar. That's for the stand collar. So I think you've seen the picture of how to measure the neck circumference at the beginning of this video. So from there, you are going to fold the stand collar into two. After you have stitched it, you have folded it into, right now I folded it on fold already. So you are going to fold into two like so and notch to know your center. So this will serve as your center front. On this same pattern, you can see a paper that I used from the beginning of this video. So you fold again and notch to know where your armhole will be. So you fold again and notch to know where your armhole will be. So you fold and notch. So on this paper, you can see I've indicated the center front, the center back, the armhole, and that is it, how it is represented on the fabric. So it's very easy and not difficult to do at all. So I've notched out the two armhole on the stand collar and also the center front, and we know the center back already. So this material will be gathered, the neck circumference will be gathered on the stand collar. So I've slitted the armhole and also I have slitted the back. The armhole has been slitted, the back, center back has been slitted for it to be easy to wear. So the way you slitted the armhole, you slitted the back also like that. The length depends on you, but the length of the armhole is your armhole circumference that you will use to detect the length of your armhole. So I'm going to gather the neck circumference and place it on the stand collar. So I will measure whatever I have here. From the center back, what do I have? I have 3.5 inches. I will gather this because this side will be the one that will stay on this stand collar. So I'll make sure I gather it to almost 4 inches. And also I will gather the center front also. This is the armhole. I have turned it with a bias. And this is the center front. Then I'll place the center front the way you see it. I'm going to place it and stitch it to the stand collar. So I have my material, I have my top ready, and this is the hemline. I've used my bias to hem it. The way I hem the armhole, I've used my bias to hem it, and also I have the back. I made a loop and a button to be able to connect the button to the loop. So this is the front and this is the armhole is there already. So I have my top ready. You can see it's very beautiful. You can use it with or without belt. Without belt, this is what it will look like. You can see it's very lovely. You can rock it with anything. You can rock it with your jean. And also this is the back. So rocking it with a belt, this is how it will look. So if you like my video, don't hesitate to subscribe, like, and also share. My online and physical class is ongoing. If you want to join, you are free to do so. You can connect with me on the WhatsApp number. So the WhatsApp number is right there in this video. So you can connect with Yinky Cultural Academy through that WhatsApp number.